And then even in the church, there's been a thing where, you know what, dancing, you know, you can, you know, don't stand at the back, but you know, definitely don't express yourself because it's a problem. And so I just want to share a little testimony that just to encourage Leora and just to encourage all of you of the significance of what the dance is about, because I don't think sometimes people don't realize how important the dance really is. And you know, many years ago, it was in 2007, you know, I loved to just worship. I mean, you know, I wanted to be a preacher, but the Father said, before you can be a preacher, you've got to first learn to be a worshiper. You know, it starts in worship. So when you share, it comes from your worship, because at the end of the day, it's like a worshiper reflects truly who they are in the time that they spend in the presence of the Father in what they do. And so, while I was trying to be a preacher, the Father was trying to develop a worship that would eventually speak from their heart. And so I just love to worship. I love music. I love to sit in His presence and really just dance, you know, but to myself, you know, and just worship. So I started dancing in my closet for a whole year, where really I just danced for Him. I didn't see it being something that I could ever do in public, because it was so personal. And you know, it's so personal that how do you take this and bring it out for people to see? So one day, it was on the 20th of May in 2007, I was really dancing that song, Dance With Me.
Yeah, Paul Wilbur.
So beautiful with, you know, Robert Stern. That's, oh, it's beautiful. That, yes, Paul Wilbur's got one as well, but Robert Stern's one's like goes on for 11 minutes. And in this time of dancing, Dance With Me, I was taken to heaven. And I was in heaven, and Yeshua was on the throne. And He got off His throne in a ballroom and said, I want to dance with you. And the next thing, I'm being swirled around in this ballroom in heaven, dancing with the King. And you know what He said to me? I have need of you, Natalia. I have need of you to touch my people. And I thought, how am I going to touch your people? You know, I don't understand. I mean, I'm dancing. How am I going to touch your people? He says, you don't understand. You see, when you dance, it's not about you. It's about the fact that I am the one that's going to touch the hearts of my people. And as you move, as you dance, they'll see me.
Wow, that's so good.
They will see me. They will not see you. They will see me.
So good.
And this is what they really need. They need to be able to see Him. And we are just the vessel. So you know what? It doesn't really matter sometimes. As we saw, each one has a different gift. And each one has a different style. But the most important thing is, if you just allow yourself to be free, He's going to move through you. And that is why what Leora is going to do now is so important. Because this is what He's needing. You know what He explained to me is that, you see, in the singing, what happens in the singing, as you sing, I mean, Rosalind would be able to explain, when you really sing, you're reaching out to the people so that they can come into His presence.
Amen.
That's really what a singer does. You know, when they stand there, you know, I see them how they really sometimes got to break through to try and get the people to come in. You know, they wanted the people to touch Him. But the difference is, this is what He showed me, when it comes to dancing, He wants to come through you and touch you.
That's key.
And that's the difference. And so this is why He really has need of, especially in this land, when you see the Orthodox women it seems like they are bound. I mean, you know, it's just only now from last year that I started to see them on the Shabbat where they actually were dancing at the wall. But it's the young girls. It's the young girls. There's a freedom coming upon the young girls. There's a new generation raising up now. There is a new generation. And there's a new thing, because that's the word that He gave me. There's a new thing. He gave us the word as we started in this land. We started in the Negev. When we arrived on the 21st, on the 22nd of March, we started in the Negev. And He said, I will do a new thing. And He had me dance in Mitzvah Ramon to release the
Amen.
rivers of living water, and to release His Spirit that was to come. And isn't it amazing? Last week Wednesday they had floods in the Negev. And I said, thank you, Abba, because that's the new thing. That's the rivers of living water that need to flow, of the new thing that He's got to do. And exactly what Leora's going to do now is a new thing that needs to start.
Yes, hallelujah.
So that what amazed me is that, did you see how many Orthodox? There was quite a few Orthodox that actually sat. And they were watching. And their little girls came and sat there. And you know, then the Father just said, take your flag, put it over them. Let the Spirit come upon them, where they can start to be set free.
Amen.
That this will be the generations, the young generation are raising up. Because when I sat at the wall at Shabbat, now I sat and I saw it's the young girls that are dancing, but the older ones don't, because they're still bound. So as Leora is going to do this, it's going to set something off in the atmosphere, because that was what I had, you know, when I met her, I said, do you understand, you are strategically set here by the Father to release His glory for for the coming King, to open the heavens for the coming King, because who opens the heavens? It's the Levites. It's the Levites.
And I'm a Levite.
That's right, the Levites go ahead, and the Levites prepare the way for the coming King. And that is why He has need of His musicians, of His dancers, of His singers, of all of us.
Amen.
I mean, there Rosalind is so blessed. She's singing and she's dancing. How powerful is that?
Powerful.
And so that's why, you know, no matter a little bit that you take part, you know, in just your little flag or whatever it is. And sometimes, I mean, I know myself, I thought this is ridiculous. I mean, I could never come out of my closet and do this, you know, in the public. But you know what? It's when we break those barriers of where we, in ourselves, it's that thing to say, well, I can't do this, not in public. I mean, Leora and I were at her earlier. We were in Yafo, in Tel Aviv. And wow, the Father just did the most amazing work there.
Amen.
He really did.
Amen.
I mean, there were all different people walking past, and the Father just really broke through. You know that we saw, listen to this, we saw seven brides.
And we danced in their photo shoot.
And
they asked us to dance.
As we were dancing.
Ah, yes. And then I knocked over the bride by accident.
Now that's so prophetic, because the Father said to me, we are in the season of the bride and the bridegroom.
Amen.
This is the season and the hour of the bride and the bridegroom.
Amen.
And so when He danced with me, it was a bride and a bridegroom.
Yes, amen.
It was a bride and a bridegroom.
Yes.
And so when I saw those seven brides, I said, Abba, what is this? And He said, what is seven? It's divine perfection.
Amen.
I have perfected my bride.
Amen.
For the hour that we are in. This is the strategic hour that we are in right now.
Amen.
When He's releasing His bride
Amen.
to be able to come to the fullness of what she's been created to do.
Wahoo.
And let me tell you, I have never seen a bride. I've never seen a bride at the Wailing Wall. And I've been here 14 times. I've never seen a bride. And now on I think it was Sunday, we had a prophetic work that we had to do, and the prophetic work ended at the wall. And as we finished the prophetic work, a bride and a bridegroom come in again.
Wow.
And the Father said, what is the season? It's the season of the bride and
Amen.
the bridegroom. So I just want to encourage you,
Amen.
dance with your bridegroom.
Yes, that is so good. So good.
I think
Thank you.
Tyler's getting ready for her preaching ministry.
Yeah, we call you forth. Can you pass it down? Natalia, thank you so much for sharing that. And Roz, can you pass the mic down here? I want to piggyback something that she said. Can you pass that on? Thanks. Do you mind, sweetie? Would you mind? Just, it's on record, right? Yeah. Okay. So, Natalia, I want to thank you so much for that. And I second what Rosalind just said. Friday at Sukkot Hallel at the Watch. We've been doing the Watch about 5 years, and it was me and 3 other ladies. Ildiko from Switzerland, Ruth from China, and Kara from Ireland, and me representing Israel and America. And it was off the hook. It was off the hook. And you know, talking about the prophetic acts, we were moving and sounding, but I was very passionate and more than usual, I don't know. And the Lord kept giving me these words, and this is why I wanted to say this now. The Lord was saying, it's enough. I'm drawing a line in the sand. It is time for my daughters to come.